His name is Patton Oswalt. Okay, I have heard him before from like Ratatouille and Rick and Morty from a particular character that I do remember the voice very fondly of, and so on and so forth. To say the truth, Patton Oswalt is one voice that I really cannot really detect, mostly because I don't really remember his name that fast. Most other voice actors, you know, like Warren Foss and all that other stuff, they come to my mind pretty quickly, especially Weird Al Yankovic. But him, for some reason, I can never really detect him. And since it's going to be in the beginning of the reaction, it's Patton Oswalt. In the reaction, you're going to hear me constantly bring up the fact that I know him, but I cannot think of the name. I even thought of his face once mid-reaction, but I just could not even say what other voice actor, but I knew. Okay. Anyway, Patton Oswalt, great guy, great voice. Did a great job in this episode. So have fun watching it. In the beginning, there was nothing, and God said, "Let there be light." But nothing refused. If what I said has intrigued you in any way, shape, or form, please check out my DeviantArt and check out the story I've been working on for the past 2.5 years. Well, at least ever since I had a DeviantArt. I've been actually working on this story for when I was 6 years old, but details. But I thought I wanted to open up with that because Will and my other roommates have just been knocking my head apart, saying you have to start getting your idea out there on social medias in order for you to get picked up by somebody, to have that somebody then come at you, and then you can get that thing out into the world. As for me, I'm using another person to promote anything that I do because I don't believe in anything I do, but they said that mentality is not the way to go. So I'm now booting out that mentality. Self-promotion, shameless self-promotion aside, this is going to be MLP episode 13. After the long hiatus of waiting for this episode to come out, we're just going to jump right on in, and since, you know, this isn't a Google Drive related thing, I just posted up on the interwebs with a filter of some sorts, and then everything will be fine, and give Hasbro my ad revenue, because I really don't care who has it. So we're just going to get started immediately. I think I do remember what happened last. It involves another trip over to, I think, Manhattan. I could be wrong because I haven't looked back on it. I could look back on it, but I want to hurry up and watch this episode because it has been a while. But yeah, it's good to be back. 3, 2, 1, now. So, long time no see, My Little Pony. Well, let's see what you have brought to the table today. Daring Do. Alright, well, this is a fantastic start. Okay. We're already getting into, is this going to be a full Daring Do episode, or is this going to be related to Rainbow Dash meeting Daring Do again? Because now that we know she's a real person, a real pony, my fault.
Well, don't stop there.
Oh,
you read,
okay.
I pack. That's the deal.
Something completely different.
Sorry, Rainbow Dash. I just keep thinking about how much fun you're gonna have at the Daring Do convention.
Oh, it's
I wish Princess Celestia
a specific
could help with the Friendship Summit in Griffinstone.
Don't worry. I'll make sure AK Yearling signs your book.
I'm so sorry, Twilight.
She's gonna be there. She never goes to conventions.
The real Daring Do going to a convention. That would be very
I guess
dangerous.
will be cool for all those other fan ponies. But since you and I know AK Yearling personally,
Yeah,
I
get
know
it?
that she's secretly Daring Do herself.
I thought that was the
It's
joke.
nothing.
Well, okay, you
This
can just
convention
spell it out
will
for
be fun,
everyone.
But it's nothing to get too excited about. So excited!
You're like Rarity going to Manhattan. She's like, I've been to Manhattan so many times. There's nothing. Oh my god. Oh, but okay. So this episode is going to be about Rainbow Dash going into the Daring Do convention. That's good. At least we get to see more about what she loves about Daring Do. If it wasn't already specifically obvious throughout the millions of other times that we've shown whatever. But cool. I want to see what Daring Do, AK Yearling, is going to act amongst all of her fans of her adventures slash books slash, you know, yeah, far and few between. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. Long time no see, my little pony. How I miss thee so very much.
You look like a pony who'd be up for an all-inclusive, one-of-a-kind adventucation, where you get to live
Adventucation.
a Daring Do experience.
Oh, that handwriting. It's just so pony related. I need to look out for all the
This is the
possible
awesomest thing ever.
Hello, soulmate. I
This
mean,
is something that
random
only a true
pony.
fan can appreciate.
They even put the tiles in the right order.
That's cool. That's attention to
Catch.
detail.
Oh, I'm Quibble Pants. Nice to meet you.
Quibble
Rainbow
pants.
Dash. Nice costume.
You too.
Thanks.
I like how they call them costume and not cosplay. Darn it.
Arrow holes. Because on page 84 of Sapphire Stone, it describes her dodging a, quote, score of arrows shooting forth from holes in the very walls, unquote. But then, on page 107, Daring Do says she, quote, barely made it past the trap's barrage of arrows, unquote. But clearly, Daring Do is embellishing, and the correct number of arrows is 20.
I heard his voice before. I'm gonna look it up after this reaction, but I swear I've heard his voice before. And I know I'm not gonna get this reaction if I know. Is it probably not the exact same guy I'm thinking of? But again, hello, soulmate, not soulmate. Come on, yeah, service with a smile. I got fired from 2 jobs because of that. I'm lying, of course, because I don't want other jobs to take that out of context, but hey.
Really knows Daring Do.
I know what you mean. It's so hard to find a pony who really gets it.
Huh, that's weird. We've only done stuff from the first trilogy. After lunch, we should probably start working our way back through the other books.
Whoa.
Here we go.
There are no other books.
The original. Oh my god.
Daring Do in the Trek of the Terrified Towers.
Oh my
Daring
god.
Do in the Many Faces.
Please don't.
Oh my
Just
god.
don't even mention the titles.
Oh
I'm
god.
not saying those books don't exist. I'm saying that I refuse to acknowledge them.
Oh god.
Because they're horrible!
Oh.
I mean, there isn't a single thing after Ring of Destiny that is even remotely in the realm of the possible.
What? I know for a fact that everything in every one of those books is 100% possible.
And how could you
So they mixed in
possibly
Star
know
Wars
that?
with Indiana Jones. That's cool.
I just do.
Well, that's a compelling argument.
Why would you even come to this convention if you hate Daring Do so much?
He doesn't hate Daring Do. He just doesn't like
The
the.
first series was smart and cool and an amazing nod to old-time serialized adventure books that somehow manages to be self-reflexive and ironic while at the same time celebrating the art form without a hint of cynicism. Which is why I came here to ask A.K. Yearling, muzzle to muzzle, why she sold out and dumbed down the rest of her books and into just a series of impossible action sequences.
Well, I can see why we and Rainbow Dash can take this pretty personally.
That comes out is better than the last.
Because they're all true.
Wow. Okay.
Unless she spiced some things up
I'm
for the
sorry,
audience,
I
but I'm
could
pretty sure she
never
doesn't do
be
that,
friends
maybe.
with some pony who's willing to believe impossible stuff is possible as long as Daring Do does it.
That's okay, because I could never be friends with some pony who's so focused on things being possible that he's willing to turn his back on the coolest hero of all time.
Fine.
Fine.
Jeez. Well, that went from 0 to 100 in almost 80 seconds.
Tell A.K. Yearling that
Sweet.
Rainbow Dash is here, and I need her help to convince a know-it-all pony that everything Daring Do's ever done actually happened.
You can tell him, but it would kind of be giving away her secret identity. Oh, there she is.
I've got to talk to you. It's an
She looks like
emergency.
Octavia like that. Just gotta say. I think I don't know if I said that already.
Now tell me, what's going on? Is it Caballeron? Did you see him?
What? No. But
Did-
there
did-
is a
yeah,
pony
okay.
downstairs who thinks everything you've written after the first trilogy is totally unrealistic and terrible. And I need you to help me prove to him that it's all totally possible.
I've got bigger problems on my hoofs than dissatisfied fan ponies.
Oh, what's happening now? Oh, hi.
The
Okay.
amulet of Kulikon, and Caballeron wants it. But the amulet's only a key. The real treasure is hidden in a lost temple.
Yes.
Seven
And that lost
centuries
temple
of
will
Chico
then...
Mozdoc. Caballeron wants to sell it to the highest bidder, of course.
That reminds me of
which
Nathan
is why
Drake.
I need to find it first.
Yes!
You get an item, get to a place. That place will give you an item that will go to another place, and that place will have a map to get to another area.
Since I
Oh
haven't
my
found
god.
the temple yet,
Love the
it's
game
the safest
stuff.
place for me in the amulet. It's crawling with security, and if I get into trouble, I can just blend in with all the Daring Do cosplayers.
How can I help?
I can't wait to sound that one pony that'd be like, wow, you're so realistic.
Does a pony who only likes her first trilogy qualify as suspicious?
You
Just
decide.
joking.
But I like the dynamic of all the different...
I find all this fanfare around my arch enemy disturbing.
Yeah, well, at least you blend in.
I mean, where is the booth for Caballero?
Huh.
I do not see it like this. Come, let us
What?
find Daring Do in the amulet of Kulakon. I don't want to spend any
You're...
more time in this
Oh,
place
never
than I
mind.
have.
No Hercules references. No Hercules references. Oh, come on, the Rainbow.
Well, if it isn't the pony who knows impossible things can happen, because she just does.
Oh my god, my head's gonna hurt until I actually look it up. Wait, look.
I've got more important things to do than argue with a pony who thinks awesome means unrealistic.
Ooh, wow.
Wait, I want to hear more about how you're 100% sure that in Curse of the Jungle Queen, Daring Do could survive a 60-story drop from the top of a waterfall after sustaining
Ranma?
a broken wing in a Category 6 rapid.
Huh.
Obviously, her wing wasn't broken. Caballero,
I love Ranma. One half. It was one of my favorite animes back then.
Solid backstory, good motivations.
no. Caballero is right there.
Of course he is.
Well, here we
He's
go with the
also
skeptic.
Over there, over there, and over there.
Yeah, with like 4 other great cosplayers that look shockingly like the real thing.
And we're out here because...
Daring Do told me that Caballero came to this convention to steal the amulet of Kulakon, and I just saw him and his hench ponies come this way.
I don't think it's wise to...
Okay, I'm gonna head back inside. There's just a little too much crazy out here for the both of us.
Yeah, happy to see that. Well, okay. Anyway,
I do not know what Daring Do is playing.
you must think this
But
is
if
all
she
a big
told you
joke.
to find ponies of my plan to steal the amulet, you must work for her.
Caballero!
Here we go.
What do you have to say now?
Oh, great joke,
This
Rainbow
was your
Dash.
plan to prove the Daring Do books are realistic? You bought a Daring Do Experience Adventucation. Really?
What? No! Oh, look around us! Hench ponies, Caballero, the jungle it took forever to get to. This is the real deal!
The only way that he'll actually believe you is he'd actually get hurt.
By Caballero. Please, this guy's accent is all over the place.
Oh my god.
No offense.
I
So what's the setup here? You kidnapped us and taken us to the middle of nowhere because...
Yeah, usually this trope gets on my nerves, but for some reason MLP does it right.
When I find it, the 7-sided chest is as good as mine. I just need the amulet of Kulakon to unlock it.
Uh-huh. And Daring Do has the amulet, so you came up with this overcomplicated plot to lure her into the jungle and exchange it for us.
I wouldn't
Wow.
call it overcomplicated, but yes.
It's not really all that overcomplicated. Hostage situation, item they want, simple trade. Not really complicated. It's pretty common villain knowledge.
Listen, pal, you can keep her money, but I'm not...
Going anywhere. You may not approve of my plan, but I'm the mastermind here.
I like this guy though.
Debatable.
And I say, you will remain here until Daring Do comes to rescue you. And if she wants you back in one piece, she will give me the amulet. Tie them up!
Ooh, chains.
The griffin's
The upgraded rope.
You know of it. Further proof that you are an agent of Daring Do.
More like you just
Avid reader.
Yeah, not to say, just got it
And
from.
now, I will
the
continue
books.
my search for the temple. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, you're funny because they can't. Oh, this guy.
If I pretend to believe this nonsense is real, will you call off the hench pony repertory theater over there?
They're not gonna listen to me. They abducted us both.
Oh, wow. So you're gonna stick with that script? Oh,
Jesus,
okay,
man.
Fine.
Jesus,
we're
man.
Daring Do adventure.
What was that?
Wow,
Daring Do. Thank goodness we're over here.
this guy.
We can't let Daring Do rescue these two.
That's stupid. You're stupid. You're all four.
Shouldn't at least one of them stay behind to guard us? Oh, wait.
This guy.
No, because then it wouldn't be a terrible Daring Do adventure.
Oh god,
It doesn't matter.
I love how accurate this is.
Griffins
It's
off
like
before they get back.
this is how you escape.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Quick, we've got to get out of here and warn Daring Do.
No, wait. Just point me to the hotel and you can play fan pony and hunt treasure out here all day long.
I'm telling you, my brain's gonna explode by the time I actually. I'm gonna feel so stupid once I figure out who that is.
The only way to get back to the convention is to go through it. So just follow me and I'll lead you out. Deal?
Fine.
Maybe if I just leave you in the jungle, it'll convince you.
Loyalty.
Which make Daring Do left hook, which we know is false, and that is everything that's wrong with Daring Do and the trek to the terrifying tower. Now, the problems with the next book are even... Oh, right. What Daring Do adventure would be complete without the precarious rope bridge?
Oh, it was very precarious. One of you can fly, but,
Making
you
this
know.
feel as real as possible, but are these
Why not?
education ponies sure this thing is safe?
Is it too realistic for you? Wouldn't want that on a Daring Do adventure, would we?
I know she's probably
If this
on
were
it.
really a Daring Do adventure, I'm sure I'd step on the wrong plank at exactly the wrong
Meant.
Good thing this is all just a pretend adventure. At least we know all of this struggling won't make the bridge fall apart.
Well. Are
You
you?
need to get your money back.
You think at this moment you would start believing me? Nope. Huh.
How's that for not possible?
That was
Amazing.
awesome.
Okay.
I thought we, and then we had the flying. Well, and I was
Again with the animations.
and then you started, and I was on the water and the rocks. Wow.
Yeah, if you read that in a book, you might even think it was unrealistic.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I
Yeah.
mean, we could have been done for.
Got you there.
We could have been done for. What
That was real
kind of
danger.
bullshit is this? I mean, that's just bad business. What are these ponies thinking?
Right now, we are thinking that we should thank you for escaping.
Mike Villain's just amazingly just
For you
at the
have
whatever.
led us directly to the lost temple of Chico Master.
Again, like Nathan Drake. I mean, hey, we find the thing that you guys have been looking for as the main characters, and all of a sudden, you guys are here too, even though you were kind of ahead of us.
Can't let them escaping again.
You'll never get away with this!
Huh.
Ty, you've led me to the temple, and Daring Do is too noble to let harm befall her companions, so the amulet is as good as mine.
I would give this show props if Darren Do absolutely does not show up and they get out of this, and she's just like, I didn't even know you were
Isn't the
gone.
official Daring Do
I would give this show
experience
props.
of education, is it?
Finally!
It's some cheap knockoff run by a bunch of incompetent ponies that have no idea how to execute this adventure with any level of safety.
Oh, great.
What was that with the bridge? We were in serious danger. I'm reporting you all to... Well, I don't know who I'm reporting you to, but it's gonna be
You do
somebody
someone.
important. Oh, and this cut-rate excuse for an experience hasn't proved anything except that I'm right. It has all the hallmarks of a lame Daring Do adventure.
Well,
Quibble?
No, I'm talking. Generic jungle locations? Check. Overly complicated villain plot? Check. Random coincidences that conveniently get us to the next big set piece? Check.
What were you unstepping you for?
Listen, buddy, I don't take orders from some second-rate performer who learned acting from the supervillain school of bad accents.
wow.
The only thing
This guy is very adamant.
Giant Aoizodal wannabe monster, and I have a feeling that would be a bit too much for you bargain basement adventurers to pull off.
They're gone. Well, hi.
You're real. This
Yes.
is real.
Here we go.
Real!
Yeah, it took him long enough, but hey. This you're part of the crowd of finally understanding what's real and what's not. There you go.
I told you to warn me if anything suspicious. Not run off on an adventure without me.
Well, it's not most like you run
Whoa,
off, but
you're real. You're friends with her?
that face.
Introductions later. Right now we have to.
You get out of here.
That's a. Oh my god. Okay.
Actually,
Never mind.
no.
What?
We can't leave without the treasure.
That's the face of someone who is like,
Before our
yeah,
friend gets any
I
higher.
won.
Whoa. 7 doors, 7 locks. One of them leads to the treasure. I'd rather not think about what the others lead to.
Yeah,
Probably
the classic
something bad.
Pony and the tiger bit. All you have to do is.
Maybe you should let Daring Do figure it out.
Oh, excuse me.
What's your problem, Mister? Okay, I was proven wrong.
Not that one.
Okay.
Is he always like this?
Apparently.
Yeah, but he's usually right.
Yeah.
Which lock do
Except
you
for the
think
time
it
that he was
is?
wrong.
Oh, finally. Look, each door has another door that matches. These two both have earth ponies fighting serpents.
Mm-hmm.
These two have Pegasi fighting griffins.
Mm-hmm.
These two have unicorns fighting bears. But this one...
Is the
Has
only,
an alicorn on it. It's the only one without a match.
and it's the only one that seems like the only one that doesn't look dangerous.
Before.
I mean, even I can kind of figure that one out.
The seven-sided chest of Chico Maztak.
Whatever.
Guys.
The way out is totally.
I mean, picking the right chalice was a more, like, thought-provoking puzzle than that door.
Did you ever not escape out of the top of a temple?
We'll have to carry Mr. Adventure Critic out with us. We won't be fast enough. We'll never make it.
Guys! I think Rainbow Dash and I have this covered.
This guy, he has a pretty good run in this episode. I like him.
Go around! You can't go over him!
Go over him? Are you crazy? If Wibble says go over him, we go.
He said go over. Yeah, and it's that loud. Okay, so since he was wrong, he saved himself. Good for
You
you.
two are insane!
You said go over him.
No.
I said go around him!
And I said be quiet.
This way! I heard you!
Okay, I got
This
it.
dude.
Let's create a fake treasure out of mud and rocks, give that to Caballeron, and then when...
Not every daring do plan has to be super complicated.
Apparently. Again.
Ah! I swear I heard them!
It's just what is up with them and just constantly being... I think that's the villain trope they're just trying to make fun of. I like that. Throw something, they're like, what was that noise?
Not particularly original or inspired, but it worked.
Oh my god.
Who are you again?
Hey,
He's a fan.
a skeptic.
There's some
Skeptic
stairs on
fan.
the other side of the temple that lead out of the ravine. I suggest you two take them and head west.
What about you?
I've got to get this to a museum. Thanks for your help.
Hmm.
I couldn't have done it without you. Both of you.
It's weird how your clothes work. Anyway. This guy had a pretty good episode.
So...
I just have to find out his
The
name.
books are slightly more realistic than I gave them credit for. Still don't like them.
Hmm.
How can you?
Wait, hold on. Before we get in another fight, I think I finally figured it out. I love the daring do that solves puzzles and uses her brain to get out of tough situations. And she did way more of that in the original trilogy. You love the daring do that is brave and awesome and comes out on top no matter what the odds.
Okay.
Hmm.
And that's okay. We might never agree on what makes daring do cool, but you are definitely cool.
Oh,
the way you saved
people
it.
will ship it so hard.
Wow. And escaping from the temple, you, Rainbow Dash, are awesome.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not the one who can locate a treasure in half the time Daring Do can.
Hmm.
You may have terrible taste in books, but you're pretty awesome yourself. In a brainy egghead puzzle-solving kind of way.
Yeah, good enough.
I guess we don't have to agree on everything to get along.
Yeah,
Friends?
oh my god, a moral lesson that I understand for once.
Do you think A.K. Yearling would consider letting me write the next book? I think I can make things way clearer. I mean,
Oh
for
my
instance,
god.
In the second adventure, there's a side character. I don't want to kind of name it right now because it's sort of this thing that I've already written a lot of fan fiction on. I don't want you to, not that I'm saying you would steal it. I'm saying that this would totally go along my whole thing about puzzle solving, except what if each puzzle that was solved unlocked a new karate move? Think of it that way, right? I mean, I'm kind of a year late myself, so I'm sure she'd be open to...
Quibble?
Shut up. Alright, now, before I do anything, and I'm gonna put this in the beginning of the episode so I can anti-provoke people from constantly telling me the guy's name. I'm gonna put it in the beginning of the reaction to let you guys know I know the voice actor, because this is destroying my mind right now. I'll be right back. All right, so this is me after looking up Patton Oswalt and happy to know that it was him because I do remember his voice. Whatever, but this episode, need to do the end review so I can get this episode up because you know how my fans slash subscribers slash acquaintances slash random people on the internet like to get on me for not getting on the episode day one. But anyway. Season 3. I'm still on Steven Universe, which is again another series we can still get to. Season 6, episode 13 of My Little Pony. Great episode on the from the long hiatus, and it was primarily based on Applejack and Patton Oswalt's character and Quibble and more Daring Do. I like the episode for its moral mostly because. Well, again, most of the morals I've been getting nowadays from these shows, like Steven Universe and now My Little Pony, have been based purely on, internet-based stuff and just stuff in general when it comes to, opinions and stuff. But, in this day and age, I don't think a single, it's not gonna happen. In a perfect world, people will understand people have different opinions, and those opinions have merit to who that person is and not who you are to them. Plenty of times in my comment sections has been going on in this. While Steven Universe taught you the values of not getting into a troll because a troll wants that rise out of you. He wants you to get mad out of his viewpoints and whatnot, and what he thinks of you and what he would want you to make him think. Darn it, I can't say this right. But this episode, this moral is about we have differing opinions. Doesn't mean it's bad, and it doesn't mean that it's particularly good in any right sense of form. Everyone can disagree with someone else. Good example for me and some of my friends. Some people like Dragon Ball Z for its power scaling and it's just amazing animation in certain parts when it comes to this and that and this. I like Dragon Ball because it had more character in the sense that you had more side characters doing other things and doing all this other stuff, and you had the adventure, and it was pretty ground level. It was still ground level, and once you got to the ending where you got to Goku versus King Piccolo, that was the high moment. You saw Goku use the Kamehameha because he couldn't fly back then. And that was awesome, and I love those moments, and it was great. And then you got the time skip and him fighting Piccolo, regular Piccolo, Piccolo Jr., you could say. And that was amazing. I love that. And seeing this kid grow up into be this warrior was great. Then Dragon Ball Z came around, and yeah, Dragon Ball Z is great. I'm not going to say it's bad. Heck no, I'm not going to say Dragon Ball Z is bad. But it is not the same as Dragon Ball, and some of my friends had different opinions. It's why don't you like Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball didn't have all the other stuff. That's not what I liked Dragon Ball for. It was this sort of stuff, not this sort of stuff. Now they're going to space. Now they got planet busters. Now they got this and that. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but it's not why I got into the series. It is not why. So my opinion was different from theirs, and it wasn't until we realized, oh yeah, it's just an anime show, so we shouldn't be taking it that seriously, period, anyway. And that Dragon Ball did have high points, and to them, Dragon Ball Z is their high point. That's the differing opinion, and that's how we got to, and that's why we didn't escalate it to something completely, oh my god, we got to get into an argument every single time this topic comes up. So yeah, differing opinions for different reasons will apply. Another good example is when I watched Deadpool versus Deathstroke and people got on me saying, why do you like Deathstroke more than Deadpool? Deadpool can heal from any injury. He knows he's in a comic book, so he breaks the fourth wall. He's a way better character than Deathstroke ever was. I'm like, but Deathstroke is what got me into comics, period, because of Teen Titans. Teen Titans was my first experience to DC culture and whatnot. And then I saw Slade. I'm like, who's Slade? I looked him up and I saw his story, and then that was the first comic that I got. And then I just went on. And now I'm into Marvel, and now I'm into other things. And that's opinions based on personal stuff, not opinions based on the bandwagon. So yeah, I like this topic because it does hit home with me, and I'm pretty sure it hits home for a lot of you people too. So this episode, good, 9.5 out of 10. Why 9.5? Because everything can always be better. As my teacher said, giving me a 95 on something I slaved under a computer for hours for. So hey, if it works for her, it can work for you guys. Nah, I'm just joking, but you know what I mean. So, happy to see MLP is back. Happy to see that I'm gonna get my fan base. I call them a fan base. I'm gonna get my fan base of constantly going into my comment section telling me that a new episode's out, even though from all the times that you guys saw me stop reading comics because of spoilers for these episodes, you think I don't read comments. Why do people keep thinking I don't read comments? I read comments. Sure, I have a little chip of my soul leave me every single time I read one of those comments that, you know what I mean, those comments. But I have a pretty big soul. I can handle those comments. As long as I get those comments that say, you're a great guy, I like you. Then I can move on! So yeah. Anyway, MLP's back. Happy to see it's back. Now I got My Little Pony, Steven Universe, which is going on for, I think, another 2 weeks or a week. So I can't look it up because then I'll see the titles and those titles will spoil me. But I'm pretty sure it's a long running of Steven. And now we're getting weekly MLP episodes back. I need to do other things. And also, might as well say this here, and for people who actually care. I've been watching Pokemon X and Y, and Z, for a while. And the Kalos League is here. I'm going to wait until the Kalos League episodes get English subs, and I'm going to be doing a blind reaction to the Kalos League. So for you guys, for my own personal blind reaction, because throughout the entire X and Y series, they've been doing a lot of different things, and I loved it. To the point where I truly believe Ash might be able to win after 20 full years. I'm 19. I grew up with Ash, even though Ash didn't grow up with me. He's still 10. I grew up with Ash. And for 20 years, he's lost. He's never gotten to the finals. He never got to the anything. He always got beat some way, shape, or form. And I hated it every single time. And I didn't even watch the full Black and White series because of it. But X and Y brought me back. And seeing Kalos League, seeing Ash actually have a pretty legit team, I can truly say, yes, I'm going to watch this Kalos League. I'm going to watch the Kalos League once all the episodes are subbed. And I'm going to give you my general reaction to what happens. If he loses, consider me disappointed, but it was a great series all around. And if he wins, that'll be the time that I cry for a character that I watched not grow, but develop. See? But develop for a long time. So if you guys are interested in those kind of reactions, and they're going to be a Google Drive related reactions, because Pokemon probably will be one of those things that are, copyright heavy, I'm going to be doing that, along with some other things. And I don't know when the other things I'm supposed to be reacting to are coming out, or if they're not out already, so I'm going to get to those, along with the other things I should be doing, but I'm not doing it because, me being an idiot and whatnot. So yeah, this is Do You Want Me to Universe. Happy to be back with MLP, and yeah, I had a comment in my head about a particular someone, but they're probably watching this right now, and they're probably going to leave their great and very not hurtful comment in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time.